Donald Trump did a Thanksgiving video teleconference with members of the military, and he took some questions after the fact, and he was being a psycho, as always. What else is new?
I don't know what is going to happen. I know one thing, Joe Biden did not get 80 million votes. And I got 74 million, but there were many ballots thrown away, so I got much more than that. But I got 74 million. 74 million is 11 million more than I got last time. It's millions more than Ronald Reagan got when he won all. He won 49 states, I guess. He won 49 states, yes. It's millions more than Hillary Clinton got.
Just wanted to
Joe Biden did not.
I mean, no shit, dude. That was
super fucking excited to learn.
Did he just compare himself to Ronald Reagan? Like, when Reagan won, there were like 240 million people in the U.S. A comparison to Barack Obama is reasonable, even though there's like 30 additional million people in the country since Obama till now. But it's reasonable because like Barack Obama was so popular in driving turnout that he hit numbers that Hillary Clinton did not. You know what I mean? Or no one else did for that time. Or population has grown since Barack Obama is what I'm saying. But even then, like, I don't know what the exact number of eligible voters have grown, but that's also grown too. A lot of people are becoming of age to be able to vote. So, but regardless, it's insane to make that comparison between Reagan and Trump.
The numbers are corrupt. It was a rigged election, 100%, and people know it. That's why you have people marching all over the United States right now. They know it was a rigged election. I mean, it's a sad thing. They don't want to show signatures. It can be solved if you show signatures. But you're going to find out the people that signed aren't the people that are supposed to be signing.
It's just completely, oh God, it's so great. It's so fun to watch him because he just keeps getting owned, right? He's just repeating the same shit that got him owned already in the court of law. Speaking of Pennsylvania, hours ago, a Trump judge rejected his PA appeal. The Trump campaign has lost again in Pennsylvania case. The Third Circuit judge has rejected the appeal. Judge Stefanos Bibas is a Trump nominee, eviscerates Trump's case from top to bottom. The campaign's claims have no merit. The problem here is, and I described this to you guys before, it's not a take that is exclusive to me. It's not an original concept. I think it was Paul Blest who talked about this before too. There's these two conflicting factors within the Federalist Society judges and justices, right? Like, their entire operation for the Federalist Society, for those of you who still don't know what it is at this point, is like stacking the deck with activist judges that are Republican. Because unfortunately for them, or fortunately for most people, when you get a higher education, the likelihood that you are going to be a liberal is still relatively conservative, but a liberal is much likely, there's a much higher likelihood of you being like not a psychopathic vulture who believes in insane shit. So because of that, you have to fucking stack the decks. Now, there are still plenty of conservative judges. Like, liberal judges can be racist as fuck too. Obviously, the criminal justice system certainly has these sorts of issues. Here's the thing. There are two conflicting factors, even with all of these fucking nerds. And that is their jurisprudence fetishization to a certain degree, where they want to maintain the legitimacy of these institutions when these institutions, for the most part, are illegitimate and get bastardized routinely. And also their interest in doing horrific conservative bullshit. So, like, while they want to do conservative bullshit, while they want to help, they also are like, you got to show me the work. Now, there are, of course, judges like, there are plenty of conservative judges that don't care about seeing the work and will just be like, yeah, no, fuck that. I'm conservative. I'll be able to spin this in a way that, makes sense. I'll claim that I'm an originalist. And that's why I'm just referring to the text in the way that it's supposed to be interpreted in the time frame where black people were not full human beings and that women were also property. Because that's what you are if that's what you're doing, basically. For so many of these judges, especially in, like the Third Circuit judge, like they're like, no, I want to help you. I want to help you steal this election, but you got to give me something to work with. If you recall, there was a very partisan judge in the state of Texas
First 2 months,
that was approached to yeet out 100,000 plus votes that were cast in drive-through ballot collections in the early voting process in Harris County, of course, Blue County. They went to the judge and the judge was like, dude, I want to do this for you, but you've known for months that these people were going to go and legally cast ballots. You fucking can't come to me. You can't come to me at the last moment and be like, you gotta purge these votes without reason. Like, you gotta give me something, give me anything. And the Trump campaign is I guess fortunately for us, but unfortunately for them, so woefully negligent that they didn't even do the work. Now, we can have a separate argument about whether or not they could have done the work. They could have done the work maybe, or maybe they could have just, I don't know, passed a fucking second stimulus, which would have greatly changed the dynamic, greatly changed the outcome of this entire process. Anything, any money in that circumstance would have been so helpful. And Mitch McConnell fucked him. Like, he just fucked him. This election was a lot closer than we thought it was going to be, especially in the Electoral College, especially in places where it matters. And you should never forget that. And the reason for why that happened is Mitch McConnell. And if the race was actually closer, then they could justify some of this shit. It would be still bullshit. It would be frivolous regardless, but the race wasn't close enough anywhere for them to be able to do that. It was still close, but not close enough to cry foul. So that's what they fucked up big time on. Having said that, is this cause for concern? Absolutely. This is absolutely cause for concern. Why is this cause for concern? Because they won't do this for Donald Trump, especially when the other side is fucking Joe Biden. And like most of the Republicans, while they cry foul and say, you know, Joe Biden's going to be a socialist Trojan horse, they know Joe Biden. Joe Biden's not going to do anything. He's a centrist. He's centrist Andy. He's not going to fucking push for radical progressive change. Of course not. That shit's for the birds, you know? That's for the idiots in the Democratic Party who are like, no, son, you don't understand. Joe Biden has the most progressive policies. Blah, 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 blah. We're going to fucking stack the deck with Goldman executives and Uber CEOs and you know, tech bros, but also those guys are going to be progressive magically. Like, no, they're not. That's for the suckers here on the ground who think that Joe Biden is going to be progressive. But most Republicans know that he's not, and therefore aren't fearful of him. They are, however, fearful of what Trump may do in his second term. And he's already given the Republican Party everything they want. All of the stuff that Trump did as a proto-fascist, creating chaos and confusion, and how the Republican Party refused to call it out or refused to stop it, refused to do anything about it, and either took a cowardly position and didn't say anything or literally fucking defended him. That's cause for concern for the future. That means that most elections going forward could run this way. You have the Electoral College, which is systemic inequality. You have the Senate, which has inequality built into it as well. Okay, the entire process is unequal. That benefits rural conservative people in positions of power. And then now on top of that, the Electoral College makes it so that you have to have a 6-point lead in order to fucking win as a Democrat. And then beyond that, now even if you're at 6 points, they still turn around and they still cry foul. That's really scary. Obviously, I'm not saying like, oh, a coup is happening. But a coup can happen in the future, a soft coup, I guess. It has happened in the past, and it can happen again. It hasn't happened in America, but it can happen in America. Republicans have shown that they are willing and able to do it. Maybe part because the Trump campaign was so incompetent.
Let us see the signatures. Why is he not letting us see? There's only one reason you can't see the signatures. That's because there's fraud all over the place. And even without looking at signatures, as you know, we found thousands of wrong votes. And by the way, always against me. It was not like 50-50. It was always against me.
Wrong votes. Oh, God. Is this still good? I feel like it doesn't hit as hard anymore.
But anyway, going back to Georgia just for a second. So I'll be going there on Saturday night. It's very important that we win those races. These are two great people. They're both great people. And I think the two people, you know, I beat the one gentleman. He ran against a congressional candidate who was an excellent person, frankly. And he didn't even live in the right community. And that's how we won. So now I have to beat him again. He lost as a congressman. He was going for Congress, as you remember, and now against Karen. And now he's running against David. He doesn't deserve to be there. He's a lightweight. And the other one is either a communist or a socialist. I can't figure that one out yet. But he's either a communist or a socialist, probably a communist.
What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ. What is this? Like, I love this, like, fake distinction, too, like, as it matters. As though it matters. He's either a communist or a socialist. Like, there's, like, different tiers, you know what I mean? Oh, this one's a communist. No, bitch, you think Nancy Pelosi's a socialist, so it doesn't fucking matter. Like, it is synonymous with bad. All bad things are socialist, and communism is one more bad. Socialism is when bad, really bad, but communism is when more bad. Like, it doesn't fucking matter. Like, it's so funny that, like, he makes up these childlike, new concepts in his mind where he's like, ooh, well, this is a mega communist, this is crazy.
This should never take place in this country. We're like a third world country. We have machines that nobody knows what the hell they're looking at. I mean, you take a look at all the mistakes they made. Look at even Georgia. Look at all the mistakes they made, and all that was is a simple you press a button. Look at Georgia. All the votes they found just by going. And I said they shouldn't even do it because it doesn't mean anything. They're doing a recount right now in Georgia that is meaningless. The only recount that matters in Georgia is to look at the signatures on the envelope, and you will find that those signatures do not match the people that were many of them. Hundreds of thousands of them, hundreds of thousands, and I only lost by 12,000 votes. I didn't lose. I didn't even like to say I lose. I only, I guess we're 11 or 12,000 votes short. That's out of millions and millions of votes. They just got it over the line. And one of the things that happened, I did so well, and I was told this in 2 other states, that they didn't know what to do. They panicked. Take a look at their drops at 3 o'clock and 3:42 in the morning on certain states. They did drops where you're going along like this, and then you have a spike that goes up to the ceiling and down.
How will Trump supporters be able to fit all this information into their fucking bird brains is also something that I want to understand. Like, what are they taking notes? Like, they're like, votes being dropped in Georgia at 3 a.m. Okay, and then also we got Hugo Chavez. I don't know how we fucking got here, but hey, okay. And then Dominion's a big problem. All right, that's what Sidney Powell said. But wait, fuck, Sidney Powell's no longer a part of the legal campaign. I don't fucking know. They got they got liars. They got lying ballots. They got hanging chads. Oh fuck, that's from the year 2000. I don't know what the fuck's going on anymore. It's a lie. Antifa.
Sir, just to be clear, if the Electoral College votes for Joe Biden, will you concede?
Well, if they do, they made a mistake because this election was a fraud. Just so you understand, this election was a fraud. I mean, they have Biden beating Obama on Obama's vote in areas that mattered in terms of the election, in swing states. And yet he's losing to Obama all over the place. No, I can't say that at all. I think it's a possibility. They're trying to, look, between you people, don't talk to me that way. You're just a lightweight. Don't talk to me that way. Don't talk to, I'm the president of the United States. Don't ever talk to the president that way.
Come on! Oh, still good. Still good. Never mind. At first I was like, is this fun? I don't know. Nope, still fun. Still good. Oh, fuck, that's good.
Massive fraud has been found. We're like a third world country. We're using computer equipment that can be hacked. They talk about glitches. How many glitches did they find? So a glitch. Oh, gee, we had a glitch, 5,000 votes. So they had many glitches. And they said, oh, we had a glitch. A glitch is like the equipment is a little...
I mean, all of this stuff is just nonsense. And the reason why it's nonsense is because, 1, they fixed it. 2, perhaps more importantly, the person that's advocating for this conspiracy theory, like, because he's trying to say, like, Dominion. That's what it is. The glitch thing is just the Dominion conspiracy. The person that's like the champion of that conspiracy theory was ousted by his campaign. He literally thought that Sidney Powell was making him look bad and therefore pushed her out of the campaign or pushed her out of the legal team. So why are you still running with that? It's so good. Oh, fuck, it's so good. God damn.
A little broken. We'll fix it up. No.
Oh, fuck yeah.
A glitch is, in this
so
case,
fucking
we
good.
caught them cheating. But here's the problem. There were probably 10, 20, 30 times that didn't get caught. We just got lucky and caught numerous of them.
The classic, we found some, I mean, he did this before the election too. Well, there's voter fraud. There's always voter fraud. How many? Like 6. Okay, well, what about the ones that we didn't catch? That means there's so many more that we did not catch. You look at a successful system and you look at the successes of that system where like these glitches are caught and also changed. And then you turn around and you imply that the system is not working because, you know, there's always going to be some problems. Like, obviously, it's great.
But when you look at the massive discrepancy that we'll be revealing, that's already been revealed. Everybody knows it. They just don't want to play it. Between big tech and the fake news media, you just put out like this little railroad trade. Now, I think it's not right that he's trying to pick a cabinet, but I can't imagine whether it's courts or...
Oh, it's not right that he's trying to pick a cabinet. It's not right. It hurts my feelings. I'm still president. Oh, he's such a fucking loser, dude. listen. The reason why I find this to be hilarious, the way he operates and how big of a fucking loser he is perfectly representative of like how anxious and loser like so many of his voters are too. That's why he's so appealing. That's why he's so appealing to the hogs, because the hogs are just like him. He is the perfect president for the high school superstar stud quarterback who never left his town and like obviously never was able to get a decent job and has money from his parents that he lives off of still to this day, and like now works at his father's like car lot basically. That's the guy. Everyone knows these people. You know people like this. I didn't grow up in America. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Like and by the way, some of you might be like this too, but if you're in here obviously very clearly, you at least understand the position and the consequences that you've been placed under and are trying to do something against it. These motherfuckers are like, nah, fuck that. It's the blacks and the Mexicans that are the problem. Like, that's the difference. You know, the dude who is constantly trying to fucking relive the glory days in high school. By the way, I love that people are like, that's me. Shut the fuck up. None of you were fucking cool in high school, okay? Neither was I. So shut your stupid mouth. It's not you, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You see those guys on your Facebook feed. Those guys are losers. Now, the irony is, a lot of those dudes say, oh, you got to pick yourself up by your bootstrap. Like, why are you looking for a fucking handout, whatever. And then, and say stuff like, oh, leftists always blame the system for their individual failures, shit like that. It's like, no, dude, you're doing the exact same thing. You're doing something way worse, actually. You're blaming the system as well. You're blaming the liberals that have no power whatsoever as though they are, like, hurting you. That's not the problem. At least leftists who blame the system are blaming the right things.
I think it's very hard, even for the media, to say that, you know, Biden should win the state. And there's no way that Biden got 80 million votes. By the way, the only way he got 80 million votes is through a massive fraud. There's no way that he got 80 million votes.
Can you give us a timeline on when you're going to present this evidence?
That's got to be kind of complimentary. You know what I mean? Like, where he did, and I mean, he did. There's just no two ways about it. So that level of denial is must feel nice, at least. You know what I mean? He keeps talking. I don't know why he keeps talking about fraud. All 8 of my votes, and fuck you, dude. Oh, I'm gonna stop reading shit like that. It's like getting called a hacker because you're a very good player. It's kind of like that, yeah. I mean, it is incredible. It's gotta hurt his fifis if he had any sort of capability in reflection. Like, if he could do any sort of self-reflection, he would recognize that the real reason why Biden got a remarkable number of votes is because of how much Trump, was despised. Think about that. He was loved to an incredible degree as well. That's why he was able to do fucking crazy turnout for white suburban voters, right? Non-college educated whites were like, fuck yeah, poggers. I love Donald Trump. I will do anything to vote for him. I don't give a fuck if I get COVID. It's fake anyway. Meanwhile, like, people despised him so much. Like, I'm a perfect example of this. Like, this is anecdotal, but like, I didn't need to fucking vote for Joe Biden. I'm in California. Like, I didn't need to do it. I still was like, fuck it. I'm doing it. I don't give a shit. Fuck you. I'm a great example. Like, that's how much people fucking hated Donald Trump. And I hate Joe Biden. Like, I dislike Joe Biden probably more than I dislike Hillary Clinton. I would, maybe not more. That's how much people fucking despise this fool. That's why. That's why he was able to have incredible turnout.
You have to be very careful. I read this morning where Stacey Abrams has 850,000 ballots accumulated. Now, that's called harvesting. You're not allowed to harvest, but I understand the Secretary of State, who is really, he's an enemy of the people.
This is a Republican Trump fan, a Republican Trump supporter who took over from Brian Kemp, who took the position over from Brian Kemp, who's now the governor, is being called an enemy of the state because he didn't rig the vote enough for him. Just think about that. Like it's not even just unconditional loyalty at this point. What is demanded is you might give your unconditional loyalty, but on top of that unconditional loyalty, you need to do more of what you do as a natural part of your job. Like, Republican Secretary of State will absolutely do everything they can to fuck over the voting process leading up to the vote. Okay? They do that. They purge people from voting rolls. They shut down fucking, if they have the power to, they shut down voting stations in certain neighborhoods. Like, these are all things. These are all things that they do. And he's saying this dude who's a Trump supporter is an enemy of the people because he didn't do enough of that.
But what they did is they used COVID in order to defraud the people of this country. And the whole world is watching. And the whole world is laughing at our electoral.
I mean, that's true. He's right about that. He's on the money with that. We are laughing. But I don't think he recognizes, like we're not laughing with him. We're laughing at him. Like, the entire planet is literally laughing at him. Everyone with the exception of the fascists overseas and also the 70 million hogs who think that this election was stolen from our glorious supreme leader. Everyone else is laughing at him. Like, everyone is literally like, you're a fucking clown.
And by the way, don't let Joe Biden take credit for the vaccines. If Joe Biden, Joe Biden failed with the swine flu, H1N1, totally failed with the swine flu. Don't let him take credit.
He's such a loser, dude. It's
Hope
so
you had a
funny.
good Thanksgiving, kid.
Like, he was such a loser that even when he was winning, he was a loser. Like, he still had
Like
ridiculous
3A40
loser
for
energy.
ties.
But now that he's also losing and not winning, it's so funny. It's so good. It's so good.
The vaccines there are those that say it's one of the greatest things. It's a medical miracle. Don't let anyone try and take credit for it. But with all of the things I've done,
don't let anyone try to take credit for it, but you're trying to take credit for it. You didn't. Why is it that, like, he's acting like he fucking made the vaccine with his hands, dude? Like, it's so weird. Like, I don't think anyone's gonna be like, oh my God, Joe Biden is so great at, like, making the vaccine. Actually, fuck it. I kind of want to do that now. It's just so funny that, like, Joe Biden, it's so great that Joe Biden actually made the vaccine. Wasn't it cool when Joe Biden personally made the vaccine? Like, motherfucker, you're an anti-vaxxer. Like, you literally used to say it's not like, you know, I'm not anti-vaxxer, but, like, you know, maybe we're taking too many vaccines. Maybe we're taking too many vaccines, and maybe that's doing autism. Like, that was his take on this shit beforehand.
a thing like this possibly has never happened before, but maybe people just didn't catch it. But we've caught it. We've caught hundreds of thousands of votes. Listen, excuse me. When they don't allow a poll watcher, which is a sacred person in our country, people don't know what a poll watcher is. A poll watcher it's considered sacred in our country. When they throw them out of rooms.
Wait, what? What? Poll watchers, it's considered sacred in our country. When they throw them out of rooms, it's like desecrating. It's like doing a poo-poo on a priest. You have defiled a sacred person, believe me. Poll watchers are sacred. Yeah, poll watchers should be able to personally harass those who are counting the votes. If a poll watcher wants to touch the votes, they should be able to, believe me. They are sacred. And it's like, who are these poll watchers? Remember who these poll watchers are. They're like the horniest of psychotic MAGA fans who are literally like, I can't say everything that's going on. That black man over there who's wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt seems to be cheating. That's the kind of person that they want to harass the fucking vote counters that are doing it for fucking free too.
When a woman walks in on November 3rd to vote, a proud woman, and this is by the thousands, tens of thousands, and she said, I'm here to vote. And they said, you've already voted, ma'am, I'm sorry. No, I didn't vote. I wanted to vote on November 3rd. I want to cast my vote in person. I'm sorry, ma'am, you've already voted. You voted by ballot. And then they leave. This is a horrible thing.
This is not real. Like, this is just made up. Dude, you can't do that. First of all, how did they know she was a Trump supporter? How did they know she was a Trump supporter in this story? If she voted by ballot, that's one thing. But, like, in his mind, he's trying to say, like, Trump supporters were being turned away. You can't wear a MAGA hat. If they turned her away for wearing a MAGA hat, then that's actually legal. It's considered electioneering. You cannot wear a MAGA hat to go out and vote. So if they actually turned her away because she was wearing a MAGA hat, that's literally legal. You literally can't wear political merchandise when you're on your way to go out and vote.
This is not a candidate that beat Barack Hussein Obama with the black voter. This is not a candidate that beat Hillary Clinton to a pulp. It just doesn't work that way. But
it's so funny. Maybe there's another factor. Maybe there's another factor. Well, not one, two factors. Ease of voting. huge deal, obviously, when even if you are a boring candidate,
Happy Friday, Hussein.
even if you're a boring ass fucking candidate, obviously, if people can just go out and vote with ease, without having to be stuck waiting to vote for like 8 hours, take time out of their days for 8 hours to go out and vote in a polling station, then it's going to be much easier to vote. It's the early mail-in ballot votes that definitely drove turnout. And also, you're a historically unlikable candidate. More importantly, Donald Trump is, again, historically disliked.